And away we go. First batch. 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. A can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm getting ready to nuke this. I'll check it every 30 to 45 seconds and stir it till it's nice and smooth. Okay, here we go. I got chocolate on my finger. Got plain black walnut chocolate, English walnut chocolate. Over here I have the other two I've done. Chocolate pecan and chocolate peppermint. Now I gotta move on to my easy peanut butter fudge. Okay, 5 batches of fudge are out in the garage covered up. Now I'm gonna do the easy peanut butter fudge where you take a thing of vanilla frosting and a small thing of peanut butter. That's it, melt it together, put it in a pan. I'm gonna do one after this that has pecans in it because I've never done nuts in them. And then I will do chocolate ones, chocolate peanut butter with walnuts. So another very simple one. All my fudges are done. This is chocolate peanut butter with walnuts. And then over here, the other two, I'm getting ready to put lids on them. Plain peanut butter. Now these fudges are a little more delicate than the first ones. They do set up. I'm gonna put them out in the garage to get nice and cold. And this is just peanut butter with pecans. So getting ready to put lids on them and seal them and mark on them what they are. Okay, now my fudges are done, I'm gonna do peppermint bark. I'm gonna do one with just the white bark. I'm gonna melt this in I always use this. This is the only time this comes out every year, is this big measuring bowl. I'm gonna put it in there, break it up, melt it, stir it so it's smooth, add a little bit of peppermint extract, and about half of these, because one of these does 3 batches. I did a third for fudge, and it'll be a third for one peppermint bark and a third for the other peppermint bark. So then once I do the white one, then I will do the chocolate one, and I'll put them in the fridge to set up. Here is one of my barks going into the refrigerator, and then after it chills, I'll break it up into 4 containers. I'm getting ready to I'll just chunk this up. I already did the white, and then they'll just go together. And then I can break it down smaller when I do my packages. So, bark is complete. Yep. Breaky. I just melted some white bark, and I'm going to just pour in some Oreos that I broke up, a little pack of them, and then I'll put it on my pan to make Oreo bark. Easy, so easy. Okay, there is the bark going into the refrigerator. Just like that, it's getting dark. Although we did just have pizza before Dad left. I'm like, we aren't cooking, we're having pizza. I'm getting ready to make a batch of peanut brittle. I have done one batch, but I didn't feel like filming it earlier. 1 cup of sugar, and we always keep a 1/4 cup measuring thing in our sugar. So I'm gonna do a cup of sugar, a heaping cup of nuts, and a 1/2 cup of light corn syrup. So let me get that in my bowl. There we are, I kind of zhuzhed it together. And I always use this with a spoon because it fits perfectly in here and holds up in my 1 cup thing. So this is gonna go in the microwave for 4 minutes. When it comes out after 4 minutes, it'll be hot and bubbly. You wanna put in a teaspoon of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla, but I need 2 hands for that. Hang on. Yeah, it'll sizzle. Sizzle. The vanilla sizzles even more. And then you want to give this a good stir. So I'm going to do 2 hands, and I want to put it back in the microwave for like 35 seconds. I'll just say 35. This is a very well buttered thing. Now when this comes out, I'm going to put in a teaspoon of baking soda and whip it up and get it on the pan and spread out. And it's got to be fast. So just imagine you're watching me do it, but you're not going to watch me do it because that stuff's hot. So don't get it on your fingers because it's hot. Once you add the baking soda and start whipping it up in your thing, there's a chemical reaction that froths it up a little bit. And then you just get it on here and spread it out the best you can. And now this pan is very, very hot. But it's going to let it rest now. About an hour or 2, I'll come in here and just break it up. Now I got to get my Oreo bark out and break it up. My 2 batches of Oreo bark just fit in this big container. Night 1 is complete. All right, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Saturday, first treat of the day. doing Avalanche cookies. I was going to do one double batch, but I don't think I can fit a double batch in this bowl. So I'm going to do 2 single batches. And here I have 2 cups of Rice Krispies and a cup of mini marshmallows. And in the microwave, you melt together a half a cup of peanut butter with a pound of white chocolate chips. And then when they're melted together, you add that, and then you make drop cookies. Just no bake cookies. So that is what's happening now. I gotta get peanut butter in here. Okay, while my first batch of Avalanche cookies are in there, I'm gonna do a bark. This is just a package of the chocolate I put in here. I'm gonna crunch up some pretzels. Couldn't think of that word. I'm gonna do like a pretzel M&M bark. So when this comes out, when it's melted, I'll put a splash of vanilla and just add pretzels and M&Ms. That's it. Easy peasy. Here's my pretzel M&M bark. I'm getting ready to break it up. Just kind of do the whole snap it apart thing. Oop, I have foil with that. And then I just put on another peanut brittle. That'll break up later. But now, time to break these apart. Okay, now we're on to nougat. In this bowl, I had to break out a bigger bowl. I have 2 10-ounce bags of marshmallows, a pound of white chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons of butter, which I slivered up in here. And I'm going to get this all melted together into a smooth stuff. And this is the one where you add 2 cups of gumdrops too once you bring this out and stir it. Let it cool down just a tiny bit, and then throw it in the pan. I gotta be quick. My phone's at like 1%. I'm gonna be melting together butterscotch chips and white chocolate chips. They only come in 11-ounce bags, so that's what I'm going with. And when those 2 melt together, you stir in peanut butter, and then the mix-ins is 2 cups right here. 2 cups of mini marshmallows, 2 cups Rice Krispies, and 2 cups of peanuts. And these like drop cookies also, no bakes. I don't know why they call it butterscotch candy. Here's what the butterscotch candies look like, drop cookie things. Get ready to put these all in the container. And my last thing I'm making tonight are peanut clusters. Okay, this rainy Sunday morning, we're gonna do candied pecans. This is for a pound. I'm doing 4 pounds, but a pound. You want an egg white, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 teaspoons of water that you whip together. Then you'll put your pecans in there to get wet. I haven't done that yet. And then a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of salt to shake them up in. So away I go. Here, I got these at Costco. 2 2-pound bags. These are my pecans getting ready to go on the cookie sheets. I have my oven at 240. They're gonna cook for about an hour or so. Every about 15-20 minutes, you go in and zhuzh them around. I just shook them in here with my cinnamon, sugar, salt. After I put them in a bowl with my whipped up egg whites, water, and vanilla. So now these are gonna go into the oven, and it'll smell, the house will smell very good. Last but not least, Buckeyes. A cup of butter, 1.5 cups of peanut butter, half a teaspoon of vanilla. Melt it all in the microwave, and then stir in your powdered sugar. Sometimes I don't get quite to 6 cups because it just gets so heavy. Yeah. All right, butter. I gotta go zhuzh my pecans here in a few minutes. Well, I got all my powdered sugar in here, and now I'm gonna use my cookie scoop so they're all the same size. I'm ready to have treat time over. My absolutely last thing is dipping my Buckeyes. So, woo woo! Dad just turned on a little light. These are all my containers of all, that's all fudge. All my containers. Later on in the week, I'll do a vlog, and you'll see me out here messing with it. But for now, it's just going to live out here in the garage for the week. So there is my treat making video.